Now on Sunrise and streaming on crossroadstoday.com, children and women are among the at least 45 dead after a boat carrying migrants wrecked off the southern coast of Italy early Sunday. And in California, 3 RV trailers fell into the Santa Clara River after an embankment eroded. Also Sunday marked 30 years since the 1993 World Trade Center bombing that killed 6 people.
Look on the outside with a view from Cuero ISD with the camera. Cloudy skies you see there with a clearing by afternoon. Colder temperatures later on this week. That is a yes. We'll give you the details on that coming up in your forecast.
Victoria East and West basketball girls well represented in the District 5A All-District Honors. Find out who coming up in sports.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Carolina Astrain. Today is the 27th day of February 2023. The time is now 6:30 on your Monday morning. And on this day in 1902, American author John Steinbeck was born. Now, I think I've read pretty much most of his books. My favorites have to be East of Eden, Grapes of Wrath, and of course of Mice and Men. All right, Trey, what about you? What are your favorite Steinbeck books?
Let's see, and back in school we read of Mice and Men, East of Eden, and of course the Grapes of Wrath, which is extraordinary.
Tom Joad.
There you go.
It's pretty
very
amazing.
Extraordinary, of course. And 71 degrees currently on the outside here in Victoria. Westerly winds about 10 miles per hour. Dew points near 70 as well, so no wonder we have a little bit of fog out there. And trying to form there near Yoakum and Gonzales, but it's soon going to be out of the picture as the front moves on through this morning. It pushes all the cloud cover and the fog out in the Gulf of Mexico. It leaves us with drier conditions here, lower humidity, and I think some sunshine by this afternoon. Let's run the visibility model, pretty much staying with the fog in the offshore waters the majority of the day today. But as we work toward your afternoon into your Monday, into your Tuesday specifically, here comes the fog back into our region here with cloudy skies. Could see some fog advisories tomorrow morning as the moisture returns rather quickly behind the first front. And future temperatures near 70 degrees, and then we're pretty much rising rapidly to 9 o'clock, 72 degrees, especially after that. Mid-70s by 10 a.m. and well into the 80s, I think, everywhere you go, coming up by the noontime hour, lunchtime, and the rest of the afternoon. With dry air working on through, this will be accompanied with some sunshine. That'll allow the areas, especially in our western counties where it's a little bit drier, to get maybe near the 90-degree mark as we work toward the hours of about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. See there, 87 degrees at Beeville at 2 o'clock. Could rise a few degrees more by the time we get to about 5 o'clock or so. So sunshine today, clouds returning, rain chances at some point. When will that be? We'll take a look at that in the full forecast to come. Carolina?
Thank you, Trey. At least 45 migrants, including children, died when their wooden boat sank off the coast of southern Italy early Sunday morning. Other reports put the death toll as high as 60 as multiple people are still feared missing. Authorities say the overloaded boat had some 170 people on board when it left Turkey. The Italian Coast Guard said at least 80 people survived. Most of the migrants were from Afghanistan, Pakistan, or Somalia. Italy's prime minister promising to crack down on human smugglers and is asking for more help from European Union leaders. Authorities are still looking for a missing juvenile out of Matagorda County. Riley Ann Wilson was last seen February 23rd in Bowling. Wilson has brown eyes, light brown hair, and is believed to be in the Katy area. If you have any information on her whereabouts, contact the Matagorda County Sheriff's Office at 979-245-5526. Suspects in a stolen vehicle took Victoria County Sheriff deputies on a chase early Sunday. The vehicle was reported stolen out of Harris County. The suspects reportedly drive through a fence in the Inez area and became stuck in a muddy pasture. The suspects then bailed out of the vehicle. At last check, they were still on the run. Authorities say they were unable to locate the suspects even after a drone search of the area. Residents are urged to report any suspicious activity by dialing 911. VCSO wants to publicly thank an 18-year-old man who helped deputies get the stolen vehicle back to the roadway. Deputies say the vehicle was stuck about 100 yards away from the road, and Mason Raz of Inez used his Kubota skid and brought the vehicle out. The Victoria County Sheriff's Office says, quote, "Thank you, Mason, for all your help." Another bailout over the weekend, this one happening Saturday night in Refugio County. The sheriff's office say deputies attempted to stop a black Ford Raptor truck headed northbound through Refugio, but the truck kept going and took deputies on a chase through eastern Refugio onto FM 774 before crashing into a fence onto private property. The truck was later found abandoned under the Mellon Creek Bridge. Authorities say multiple people who are believed to be undocumented immigrants bailed out of the vehicle and ran into the brush. An investigation into the vehicle found the license plates were fake and the truck was actually reported stolen in June of 2022. Authorities called off a search after no suspects were found. The suspects are believed to be hiding in the brush, possibly waiting to be picked up at another location. 3 RV trailers fell into California's Santa Clara River early Saturday morning. This happened at around 12:30 at a motorhome park. After the embankment eroded, rescue crews were sent out to try and get the trailers out of the rushing water. LA County fire officials say no one was hurt. Southern California is currently being hit with a massive winter storm that prompted a rare blizzard warning along with heavy rainfall. The rest of the storm was expected to stay in the region until Sunday, but another storm is already on its way to make an appearance at the beginning of the week. Sunday marked the 30th anniversary of the first terrorist attack on the World Trade Center in 1993 that killed 6 people, including a pregnant woman, and hurt more than 1,000 people. A bell tolled at the site Sunday, honoring those who died as family, friends, and city officials gathered to remember. On February 26, 1993, terrorists detonated a truck bomb in an underground garage at the World Trade Center. It killed 6 people and forced tens of thousands of people to evacuate the towers. It was a foreshadowing of what would happen 8 years later on September 11th in 2001. Okay, get your smart device, scan this QR code. It's a quick response code to download the Crossroads Today app. You can get breaking news alerts, vote in our viewer poll, get the latest news, weather, and sports, and learn all about our ongoing contest right there on the app. Submit those news tips and photos. The time is now 6:36 on your Monday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up on 25 News Now Sunrise. 2 men face felony charges after a traffic stop Saturday.
Oral arguments set to begin in the case against President Biden's student loan forgiveness plan. I'm ABC's Faith Abube in Washington. Details coming up.
Take a look at the lower humidity moving on through with lower dew point temperatures. At 7 p.m., pretty much the 50s and 40s and even 30 dew point temperatures out there. A little bit more humid along the coast. But watch it put this map into motion. The humidity returns really quickly coming up tonight into early on Tuesday morning. So back to humidity again. Means cloud cover and then eventual rain chances. We'll take a look at that in the full forecast to come.
Gifts, gifts, and more gifts. Come to the Homestead and leave with the perfect gift for everyone and every occasion.
Do you have pain, numbness, or burning in your hands or feet?
I got my flexibility back. Pain is gone.
Prickling pain often caused by peripheral neuropathy?
The Zappo feeling has gone away and there's no pain.
Are you suffering from chronic knee pain and stiffness? Or have you been told that knee surgery is your only option?
Now that I've had this treatment and I can walk a little bit, I feel like I got my life back.
Call Neurogenics now. Our physician-run medical offices in Victoria are helping our Texas patients move on from their chronic knee pain and their pain and numbness from peripheral neuropathy without surgery and without medications. Our treatments are covered by Medicare and most insurance.
You can move around, you can go back to what you used to do.
To get relief just for my toes, it makes me feel like $1 million.
Call Neurogenics now. Our unique non-drug, non-surgical, and non-chiropractic treatment program is helping our Texas patients end their chronic knee pain and peripheral neuropathy pain. Call us now. Neurogenics is standing by to help you move on from the pain.
From the moment you wake up until it's time to go to sleep again, we know you have to wear many hats. When you're ready to be you again, the Y is here. 2023 is the year to take all that you've been given and turn it into something stronger, bigger, better. 2023 is the year of strength, accountability, and accomplishment. This year, be you. Be a member. Visit ymcagoldencrescent.org to schedule a tour today.
Good morning, good morning. Let's take a look at the school bus forecast for the kiddos headed to school. Well, dress cool for school, I say 67 degrees at the bus stops this morning. And then, of course, by the afternoon time, 3 o'clock or so when you return home, 80 degrees. Stay cool if you can. I know you will. And dress cool for school and make it a great day. A lot of dry air in the atmosphere, especially north of Victoria currently. It's working its way southward, as you see here on the water vapor imagery, which will give us some temporary clearing. I mean, temporary because the front will move through with the dry air behind it. It's offshore by about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, by the way. And with sunny skies to return, already by your late night tonight, early tomorrow morning, we'll see the southern winds return off the Gulf of Mexico, bringing back the fog potential and cloud cover around here, setting the stage for the next front, which will move through our region coming up on Thursday, with perhaps some better rain chances around here and a significant cooling behind that front up there. We work its way into our region coming up on Thursday, so get prepared for that. Your full forecast, of course, before we go later on this half hour. Carolina.
Thank you, Trey. All district basketball honors and postseason basketball coming to Cuero. Sports reporter Zach Brown has more.
And the basketball coach Sheldon Moore calls his guys the Cardiac Cowboys. And what a ride these last two postseason games have been. After an impressive come-from-behind win over Marion in the first playoff game, they nearly blew a huge lead late in the fourth quarter against Crystal City. Now this Tuesday, they get to stay in our area. They play at the Roost in Cuero as they get cold. Time yet to be determined. Basketball honors for District 29 5A have come out, and East and West had quite the showing. Defensive MVP is Sanaya Randall from East High School. Newcomer of the year and former athlete of the week is Avery Valentine. She is only a freshman and trains in Houston occasionally. And six-man Katiana Cleveland, and coach of the year from Victoria East, Yolanda Wimbish North, who is a legend in her own right from the University of Texas. She is in their Hall of Honor. Taking home first-team All-District honors, Leilani Lee Green from Victoria West, Nevaeh Sanchez, and Ariel Haas wrap up the first-team All-District awards. Chloe Buckner and Charlie Scott made the second team. And Damian Lillard dropped a career-high 71 points on the Rockets last night. With your 25 Sports Now, I'm Zach Brown.
We want you to experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and on your cell phone. Just search Crossroads Today Plus. We now turn to the latest on the president's ambitious student loan forgiveness plan that aims to lift millions of eligible borrowers out of student loan debt. The U.S. Supreme Court set to hear oral arguments this week after the plan was paused due to two legal challenges.
After months in legal limbo, President Biden's sweeping student loan forgiveness plan faces a critical week at the nation's highest court. Lawyers backing two key legal efforts to block the plan set to argue their cases before the Supreme Court justices on Tuesday. 43 million eligible student loan borrowers anxiously waiting the court's decision.
Especially if you're low income, first generation, sometimes the debt that you will have to take on can affect you and your family for years to come.
The Biden student loan forgiveness plan cancels $10,000 in student loans for individuals earning less than $125,000 a year and $20,000 if they were also recipients of Pell Grants. An ambitious campaign promise the president is trying to fulfill using his executive authority under the pandemic emergency.
Our student loan program is designed to give just a little more breathing room.
But separate lawsuits filed by two borrowers and a group of Republican-led states argue the president's plan is an illegal abuse of power and is unfair to some borrowers.
People knew what they were doing when they signed it, and they should pay it off.
But the latest Quinnipiac poll shows a majority of Americans support the student loan forgiveness plan. Roughly 1 in 6 adults carry some debt. Collectively, according to the Federal Reserve, Americans owe more than $1.6 trillion in student loans, many hoping the justices will allow Biden's plan to move forward.
It's not everything, but it would certainly help a lot and relieve a lot of that burden.
And lower courts have sided with the states, but it's unclear how the justices will rule. In the meantime, though, advocacy groups want the Biden administration to start considering backup plans in case it loses. In Washington, Faith Abube, ABC News.
2 men faced felony charges after their arrest during a traffic stop Saturday. A Fayette County Sheriff deputy was patrolling I-10 when he pulled the vehicle over near Schulenburg. The vehicle reports the men were fidgety and made sneaky movements as he made contact. That brought on suspicion, leading to a search of the vehicle. That during leading to a search of the vehicle. And during that search, a .38 caliber handgun was found, and a check of the revolver revealed it was stolen. Further checks on both men went on to show they were convicted felons and were banned from possessing a gun. 65-year-old Jeffrey Allen Timpson and 50-year-old Luis Trigo Garcia Jr., both of Seguin, were arrested and charged with the unlawful possession of a firearm and theft of a firearm. Timpson and Garcia Jr. were transported to the Dan R. Beck Justice Center and booked on the felony charges. Still to come on Sunrise, we learn about Jaguar Day. Don't go anywhere. Time to celebrate some birthdays. Happy 8th birthday, Janice. Love your mom, dad, and brother.
So happy birthday to Jamie. Happy 60th birthday from all your family. We love you very much and are praying for many more years to come.
And happy birthday to Chili from the group TLC. The singer is 52 today.
And to see your birthday wish live on 25 News on Sunrise, come to crossroadstoday.com, click on More and under Home. You see the KVU Submit Your Birthday.
And the time is now 6:45 on your Monday morning. Happy birthday if you're celebrating one today, or maybe you did over the weekend. We'll be right back.
Hi folks, Greg at Full of Pep. A longtime customer talked to me the other day and told me they switched to a horse feed from another company because it was cheaper than ours. Before long, the shape of his horses deteriorated and one ended up at the vet. Our equine feeds are formulated to keep your horses in the best condition and maintain peak performance at any life stage. We're not the cheapest, but we sell a superior quality product at a fair price. And in my opinion, that's value. Come see us at Full of Pep.
Tonight, once upon The Bachelor, everything was going well until one woman cast a spell.
I literally kissed the man before she went on her one-on-one.
I was not expecting that.
Movies are dreams that you'll never forget.
This is larger than any of us.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an important warning for everyone who uses an iPhone. The Wall Street Journal reporting criminals are exploiting an iPhone security feature to gain access to victims' entire digital lives.
Losing things you care about, like pictures of your family, and going through that all on my own without being able to reach anyone I care about was probably one of the worst 48 hours of my life.
After stealing your phone within minutes, thieves can use your passcode to change the password to your Apple ID. That allows them to turn off the Find My iPhone feature, making it nearly impossible to track, and with potentially easy access to apps that have critical personal or financial information, losing your phone may be just the beginning. Coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the expert tips you need to know to protect the personal and financial information on your phone. With your GMA First Look, I'm Trevor Ault, ABC News, New York.
Good morning, good morning. It's just about 10 minutes away from 7 a.m. and temperatures by the afternoon will be in the 80s everywhere you go, from the coast all the way inland. Should see some sunshine by later on today, of course, after the front moves on through, pushes the clouds away, gives us a temporary little drying trend here, but won't be lasting too much longer than that, as we'll see the front pushing on through and pushing all the clouds away by the afternoon, so we don't have to worry about that sunshine breaking out. Going to be very nice and warm by the afternoon, of course. Then already by late in the day today, about Monday or 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock midnight, definitely into your early morning hours for your Tuesday. The winds return from the south again, bringing back the clouds that were pushed offshore and give us cloudy skies and maybe some foggy conditions again tomorrow morning. So 81 degrees today. And clouds in the morning time, some fog along the coast, and afternoon sunshine. It looks pretty good today. Overnight lows 59, 60 degrees, partly cloudy skies, a little bit of a cool feel that we have been seeing. And then for your day tomorrow, 82 degrees for your Tuesday, partly cloudy skies, southerly winds, and then a more significant front with better rain chances and a more of a pronounced cool down coming in Thursday into Friday.
We're now joined by Oscar Torres with the University of Houston, Victoria, here to talk to us about Jaguar Day. Welcome to Sunrise.
Thank you for having me.
And so, Oscar, talk to us about Jaguar Day. I know I've been to the event in the past. It's a lot of fun, but for our viewers who may not be familiar with it, tell us all about it.
Absolutely. So Jaguar Days is an open house day where prospective students can learn more about UHV. They get to tour campus, see the dorms, speak to our professors and various academic degree programs, and most importantly, they get a free all-you-can-eat buffet in the dining hall and a UHV t-shirt. So why not come out to Jag Day and see if UHV is the right fit for you?
So is it going to be indoors?
Yes, it is going to be indoors, within our University Commons building where our bookstore and campus Chick-fil-A is. So it's going to start off there, and then it's going to be spread out there all across campus, and various departments are going to be there.
And who can attend?
Anybody, any student who is looking to either go to college or maybe go back to school, whether if you're an incoming freshman, transfer student, a graduate student, or the mom and dad going back to school. We would love to have everybody join us for Jaguar Days next Saturday.
So any mid-career professionals, they're more than welcome to come.
Absolutely, everybody.
And what are some of the new programs being offered at the university?
Yeah, absolutely. So recently we just added cybersecurity, data science, and construction management. But of course, UHV has over 80 academic degree programs. So those are just some of the many programs that we have, which is why we encourage everybody to attend Jaguar Days.
And it's also one of the most affordable universities in the state of Texas.
Absolutely. We are ranked in the top 10 as the most affordable public university in Texas, while offering over $41 million in financial aid.
I'm hoping my siblings get to go there.
Yeah.
So I'll have to let them know.
Absolutely.
When is Jaguar Day?
It's on Saturday, March 4th, and it's from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the University Commons building.
Well, excellent. Thank you so much, Oscar, for joining us. And up next, don't go anywhere. Coming up, news to know before you go.
The Nave Museum's current exhibit is a retrospective of Nancy Bandy's life and art. Primarily a landscape artist, her works in pastel and oil use glorious color to capture the majesty and splendor of big Texas skyscapes. Also featured are portraits and street photography by local artist Danny Vivian, which capture the emotions and personalities of the people he photographs. Open through April 2nd, this is an exhibit not to be missed. Proudly sponsored by the Victoria Television Group.
Are you ready to stop letting big business take your customers away? Phase 3 Digital is your #1 digital marketing resource to keep your customers shopping with you. With an office right here in the Crossroads and a team of support across the nation, we can help you wherever your business is in the online journey. From building a site to developing e-commerce capabilities to growing your customer base, we will drive results. It is time to take the next step in growing your business with Phase 3 Digital. Are you ready to take your customers back? Give us a call or visit us online to get started.
There have been ups and downs over the last couple of years, but we persevered and kept moving forward.
And it has been awesome to see our community staying strong and working together when we need each other.
We want to encourage you to keep strong, but also know that when life puts you in a difficult situation, our law firm is here to help.
We are proud Texans who have each other's back.
So from all of us here at Cole, Easley, and Skiba, we want to express our deep gratitude to our community and encourage you all to stay strong.
In the tradition of Monk and Columbo, meet Will Trent.
Seemed like a great guy to me.
The investigation is on.
We are solving this thing. Always.
New Will Trent, Tuesday on ABC.
Monday, we're live. Sam Smith wore this latex bodysuit. Was Sam Smith in the car going? Plus, Angie Martinez.
And now for today's question of the day. According to research, we do this about 20% more on the weekends than on weekdays. What is it? And like Trey said, it is very simple. I took a little peek at the guess there, Trey,
Okay.
or at the answer. And people are guessing. Melanie says sleep. Luke says eat breakfast tacos. Leticia says smile. Patricia says eat. Tasha says smile. Donna says sleep in. Jenny says sleep. And Orlo says he's retired.
Oh, very good. Thanks everyone for chiming in on the question of the day. And the answer is, ready for it? Here you go, smile.
Oh, it makes me think
It's
of
very
Charlie
simple.
Chaplin.
There you go. Yes, of course. Smiling is good. Smiling is good. Want to see your frown turned upside down, as they say. Stay tuned tomorrow for another great question of the day to get you going for your Tuesday.
A medical services plane crashed near Nevada on Friday, killing everyone on board. The flight, operated by Guardian Flight, departed Reno en route to Salt Lake City, Utah, around 9 p.m. local time. The plane was in the air for about 14 minutes and had reached an altitude of just over 19,000 feet when radar noticed the plane when it was descending right turn at a high rate of speed. The NTSB says the aircraft appears to have broken up mid-flight. Several parts of the plane were recovered, but the aircraft was not equipped with a cockpit voice or flight data recorder. There were 5 people aboard the medical transport flight, including a patient, all of whom are deceased. The NTSB will be focusing its investigation on the pilot, the aircraft maintenance records, the fuel on the aircraft, weather conditions, and the company's dispatch procedures and its general policies. Authorities in Arizona say an estimated 15 vehicle crash occurred Sunday, and that led to lane closures on the interstate. Arizona Department of Transportation leaders say the crash happened on I-17 at Anthem Way and temporarily closed all of the highway southbound lanes. Authorities have not verified the exact number, but it is believed that about 15 vehicles were involved. At this time, there are no reports of any deaths, and the Department of Public Safety said the injuries sustained by those involved were non-life-threatening. All vehicles were moved off the highway. However, crews are still working to have all lanes reopened. More details surrounding the crash are developing. PAM Health tells us its Ukraine support campaign has received over 100 boxes of donations so far. They're asking for donations to send to the people of Ukraine as the war rages on. Supplies needed include warm jackets, blankets, sleeping bags, mittens, and backpacks. They're also asking for essentials like diapers, bandages, and pain relievers. Toys for children are also needed. Drop-off locations are at PAM Health Rehabilitation Hospital of Victoria and PAM Health Specialty Hospital North. Items must be boxed. Drop-off for both locations must be between 8 a.m. and noon, Monday through Friday only. Victoria County Commissioners Court meets today at 10 a.m. at the Victoria County Courthouse. We have some items from the agenda. Commissioners will consider approval of the amended Department of Justice Equitable Sharing Agreement and certification for the Victoria County Sheriff's Office, and they'll also consider approval of the 2023 budget amendment for the airport fund expenditures. If you cannot attend Commissioners Court today in person, the meeting will be available via Zoom. NASA's SpaceX Crew 6 launch was scrubbed in just under T-minus 2.5 minutes. The launch was scrubbed due to an issue with the TEA and TEB ground system. The Crew 6 mission crew was set to lift off in the early morning hours from the Kennedy Space Center. The Falcon 9 rocket will take Crew Dragon Endeavour and 4 astronauts up to the International Space Station. Crew 6 is commanded by veteran NASA astronaut Stephen Bowen, and the rest of the crew are all on their first space mission. There is no word yet on when the next launch attempt will take place. We want to invite you to experience our new digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and on your cell phone. Just search Crossroads Today Plus. And we do have time for a final check of your forecast with Trey.
And thank you so much, Carol Ann. Looking at the temperatures by the afternoon, well into the 80s, of course, with sunny skies by the afternoon time as well. And then we'll see the clouds begin to move on out as they are right now. Sunny skies by afternoon. Southerly winds return late night tonight into your day tomorrow to bring back the clouds and humidity. So the low humidity is really restricted to the afternoon and evening hours for us around here. 81 degrees today. Morning clouds, afternoon sunshine. Oh yes, be a pretty nice day overall. Overnight low is 59 degrees, partly cloudy skies and cool. And for your day tomorrow, well, 82 degrees. Humidity has returned. Southerly winds 10 to 15 to 20 miles per hour. Extended forecast for us. Looking at the rain chances coming back on your day Thursday with the front, maybe 30% chances. Then the front on Thursday is a more significant one, which will cool us down to the 60s or 70s for highs for the weekend, and lows in the 40s. Make it a great day today, Carolina.
Wow, Trey, it looks like a week full of sunshine with a little bit of rain, so you got to keep watering those plants. They'll get thirsty. And thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful start to your week. Come to crossroadstoday.com for more local news, weather, and sports. And join James, Don, Howie, Karina, and Gino today for 25 News Now at 5, 6, and 10. Make it a great Monday. Don't forget to get those strawberries.